The Boeing 767XF? What is that? What is Boeing planning to do? An airplane designed in the late 70s, first flew in the early 80s? What's going on? Is the freighter market that interesting for Boeing to redevelop the 767? Or is there more to it? Is there a possibility that also the NMA market would be affected? If you want the answers to all those questions, stay tuned. Quite a number of questions, and this could become a very long video, but I'm going to keep it short, and instead I'm going to answer certain of these questions more in depth in separate videos. Because, let's be honest, the NMA, that's already a big thing. And this video is just going to be focused on the freighter market. What's going on there? What has Boeing been doing? What has Airbus actually been doing? And how are these two influencing each other? Quick recap. The Boeing 767 entered service in 1982, so it was developed during the late 70s by these people who liked and used these things. Already 1,165 have been delivered, and there is still a backlog of 105. 60 of them are the 767-300 freighter for both UPS and FedEx, and then there are 45 of the military tankers for the US Air Force and Japan. So the freighter market has been booming worldwide. You see, for example, that even the Russians are considering to completely transform the wonderful Antonov 124 because there is a need for cargo airplanes. You also see that the conversion market is still very interesting, that small aircraft like the 737, 300 and 400 are being converted. The 800 version will be soon converted as well. And then of course you have the 757s that have been converted for ages, the 767s that are still being converted as well. The 777, I do not know if they're really converting them, but there are freighters that are being built. To give you an indication, Boeing secured 124 orders for both conversions and new build cargo planes. 32 of them were the Boeing 767. When you look at two of the main carriers that are ordering the 767, they are UPS and FedEx. I don't know exactly how FedEx is doing it, but UPS has these containers that have the shape of a plane, so the turnaround time is very short, and it's all about saving time. This is also why these transporters don't want to change something. So they want to keep their fleet as simple as possible. So UPS, for example, is encouraging Boeing to keep producing the Boeing 767. But at the same time, they're like, hey, they're not so efficient. They consume a lot of kerosene. Yes. What can you do about that? Could you maybe re-engine them? And so Boeing is seriously considering doing this now. And also, because the competition, Airbus, has a slightly larger airplane, which is the A330-200 freighter, and re-engineering would mean much stronger engines, then why not simply take the 767-400 and turn that one into a freighter? Because the engines that they're going to use are the same engines that are installed on the 787. Let's hit two birds with one stone. Smart move from Boeing. This would mean that, for example, UPS could put at least one more container. I believe it will be exactly one more container. Flight crew doesn't need to be fully retrained because it's the same aircraft just with stronger engines, a few test flights, a few hours in simulator, and they can simply fly the aircraft. So this would mean more money, more profit. less costs. And the UPS is willing to pay a little bit more to have this bigger aircraft that is much more efficient, because they're going to use it for another 20 to 30 years anyway. So this is why this new freighter is being built, or at least considered to be built. And they want to start producing them by 2025, so that's in 5 years' time. This is not a very big development. It's taking an existing aircraft, fine-tuning it a bit, changing the landing gear, making it taller so that the bigger engines can be installed under the wing, reinforcing the wing, probably redesigning the wing, using some techniques from the 787 and incorporate that. So it will be a low risk, relatively low cost development. And then here's the thing. If doing that, why not making a passenger version? And that's what they're considering now. And this I will go more in depth about in the next video. The new 767X passenger version versus the A330neo. And the only thing I want to say about this is that Boeing did attack viciously Airbus for designing the A330neo. Like it was a total disaster, it was a loser move, it was stupid. I mean, they were attacking it so badly, they were screaming so loud, basically like these little dogs when they start barking like crazy, it's because they're in tremendous fear. And now, suddenly, Boeing wants to do the same. That's for our next video. So guys, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, put a thumbs up, hit the notification icon after you subscribe so you will not miss that next video that I'm talking about, because I'm going to record it very soon. It's going to be a juicy one with juicy details. See you in the next one. Have a wonderful day. If you disliked the video, you do this. If you liked it, thumbs up, share and subscribe. Also, check out my Patreon page. There you can support me and get access to exclusive content. Get more. Check it out in the link below.